Let's connect with our time and this moment, just closing our eyes, being here and now. Connecting with our breath, with this time and this space and this moment. Feeling the breath going in, going out, inner experience here and now. Feeling how it feels like to be you right now. I'd like to dedicate our meditation today to exploring connections. And in the name of creating healing and assisting in healing and bridges in this world, I'd like for us to explore the essence and meaning of connection in ourselves and what does it really mean to connect. So here we are, start by going within and connecting with our presence. Just really connect with you. Just connect with you. What does it even mean to connect with you? Just explore that as well, please. As you connect with yourself, connecting with your breath, with your emotional state, with your mental state, but pretty much non-verbal of how are you, where are you, connecting with all the aspects within me of this moment. You may ask me, why is that important? I say your state of being, your presence is what you connect with. Everybody, the world. So taking the gauge and being connecting with your presence is the cornerstone of all the connection that you have and will have and am participating in. Family, friends, lovers, bosses, your next door neighbor, everybody. So the inner connection happens where a non judgmental, hopefully, aspect of yourself is making an aware effort into observing how it feels like to be you. And once gauging it, it affects your connection usually in terms of it becoming more open. So I invite you to take a minute, if you may, to observe the state of your meaningful connections. Maybe it's one, maybe it's three, maybe it's five. No more than five. If you have a lot of close people, just pick three. That's enough. Are your connections satisfactory? Just observe the state of your connections with those people. I know that for some this is a painful proposition, so I'm asking it with all the gentle in the world and holding you as you explore that. And there is no judgment and there is no blaming in this moment. It's here to heal, to strengthen, to birth a new reality. As you observe, and if you have any prayer or request for healing and open in those connections which you're exploring, please pray it right now, and I will pray that with the grace there'll be some healing and some new opening. Sometimes we're very close to people that is very hard for us to be with. So please, if you have a prayer, a request for a healing, for a deeper understanding, for an opening, please, this is the time to pray it in your heart. The grace of divine love, a healing will be granted, where healing is requested. So we have energetic connections, and we have human connections. And there's no human connection without energetic connections, but there are some energetic connections without human connections. You are connected energetically to people that are of your same vibration, to people that you were in touch with in previous lifetimes. You have an energetic connection with people that you don't really know. And you know it when you meet them, and instantly you feel like you know them. And there's so many reasons to why you have those energetic connections. And like I said, some of them, past life, vibrational, very general, but it's an hour class, so just the acknowledgement of that. And then you have human connections, and sometimes very strong ones, with people with very different energetic connections. Sometimes you have someone in your life you don't feel very close to, and yet it's manifested that you have to see them a lot, like a boss, like a next door neighbor. And sometimes it's pleasant and a new energetic connection is being born, and sometimes it's unpleasant and you wonder how you can get out of this trap. So when you think about these three humans that you're working with today in the meditation, look at the energetic connection between you and them. How do you know what an energetic connection is? Some kind of an unspoken closeness, some kind of an undescribed sense of importance, some kind of something that feels special and unique and just that person, some kind of a non-verbal merging, energetic merging with that person. A sense of closeness that's sometimes not explained because maybe you see this person once every 3 years. Some deep energetic connections also come through disagreements and fightings and kind of needing to butt heads against one another. But you can't drop it and you can't drop it and you can't drop it because there is an energetic connection. Just like Russia and Ukraine, they have an energetic connection that's full of fighting. I'm just putting that in there so that you see the space of us and the space of I are exactly the same. And then there's the human connection. And sometimes it's based on the energetic connection, but sometimes not even a little bit. Somehow you feel very close to someone, but every time you meet, it doesn't work right. And you cannot convey and you cannot bridge. Sometimes you feel so close when you're not there with them, but then when you're with them, you have to explain every single thing 5 different ways. I'm just saying that so that you can see the complete distinction between energetic connection and human connection. We feel an energetic connection because there is a journey between us. If the energetic connection also manifests a human connection, we have a journey. In order for us to have this journey, we need to reconnect also in the human realm. What does this mean to connect and reconnect in the human realm? The fact that we have an energetic connection is not enough. Sometimes you feel very close to someone and you feel that that's going to make it all okay, and it never does, because it's not enough to just have an energetic connection. An energetic connection is an unembodied connection. You need to embody it and to turn it into a relationship in the human realm in order for it to realize in this dimension. And that means that you need to take action, make an effort, be creative. So, how does it work? How do we really connect? Through open. How we connect through fighting, we got that, right? You fight with someone, you connect with them energetically. You think about them, they think about you. There is an energetic connection, but it's a closed connection, an open connection. An open connection is realizing what we're here for in this connection, and then not being afraid to find ways to manifest it through human actions in this human dimension. And if it's hard, to look for help. And if it's not flowing, to find ways. And to trust that it can happen if you're open to it. I've said many times that we don't choose our connections. We come with our connections already sealed. But we do choose to either realize them in our lifetime or not. To either make them open and thriving or creating more blocks and unopened moments. So what would it take for me, for you, to realize our connections? Take full responsibility for the state of the relationship. Both sides, both sides. The fact that something doesn't work, it's not one person's fault. There is no fault. It's either connecting or it's closed. So the fact that it's not connecting or that it is connecting is up to both people. So this whole realm of duality, where I say because of you, da da da, because of me, da da da, both of the sides are manifesting the state that things are. So taking full responsibility for the state of affairs by both sides is crucial. And sometimes just one of the sides take full responsibility, and then they cannot open it because it has to come from both sides. Now that's the thing that's hard and magical. So you take full responsibility and acknowledgement, and then you see what your role is. Your role always starts with showing up open and allowing the space of us to show the way Your role is always to establish a dialogue that is clear and transparent and supportive. Your role is always to be a better and then a better and then a better listener. Your role is to express from open. Your role is to work on the places of you that are afraid of the space of us. Every time one realizes a connection through a human relationship that is supporting and embodying that connection in this world, the world, humanity becomes a better place for all humans. Fighting is never the answer. Entitlement is never the answer. Blaming is never the answer. Finding a way to stay open is always the answer. Sometimes we have deep connections with someone that's very toxic for us. For instance, a parent that is abusive. So, how do you build a bridge with that? Sometimes staying open is saying, I cannot be with you in the human form, and I will work on myself to heal the wounds that are in me as a result of our connections. These people that you've invited to work with in this meditation, just invite them, or three of them, or one of them, whatever you feel called to do. Feel their presence right in front of you, and feel you. And see what you're creating. With compassion, see what you're creating, not with judgment. See where it's hard, and see where your wounds from the past come in. See where anger may reside. Be connected with you without judgment. There's a place where it's really open. There's a place where you wish for it to be more comfortable or open or expressive. And there's a place that's afraid. Observe all of it. The grace of divine love, I'm ready to realize my connection with humans and with humanity as a mirror of my connection with divine and divinity. I know that we are one. I know that we are connected. Realizing the fact that we're connected is acknowledging it through my awareness and allowing it to exist and live in our human expression. I pray for the clarity and for the strength to deepen my connection. Pray for the courage to heal my wounds about past incidents. We know as a humanity that it is important for us to go greener and more eco-friendly. It is just as important for us as humanity to go connection-friendly and gold. Because when you and someone else's presence connect, there's always golden energy somewhere in the mix. So green and gold sounds like a nice combination to me. Green with the planet, golden connections with one another. And yes, our connection with the planet is the same as our connection with one another. Seeing our planet as a true partner for our journey as humans on this planet. A true partner. Family holds you, feeds you, houses you, allows you to be human. Family. Planet is family. Planet Earth. The road to our liberation goes right in the heart of our connections with one another. What we call in embodiment yoga, the space of us. The road to our liberation is not just in our prayer for divine, for God, for Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha. The road to our liberation is in seeing divinity in every human being and connecting with that preciousness, divine spark through open. The road to our liberation is through acceptance and expansion of our capacity to hold and allow. The road to our liberation is not about being right. It's about the understanding that it has to work together in order for it to survive. And with together, this doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. Either it's working or it's stuck. The road to our liberation lies through the understanding that you matter and I matter. And we all have to hold that space of open together in order for it to be powerful enough to create the shift through open, not the shift through pain and suffering. Prayer in silence. Amen. Taking a deep breath. Exhaling with sound if you have it. And as soon as you're ready, you're welcome to open your eyes. Thank you.